What's up, everybody? Ian here from Moving Van, and a lot of people have been asking me to do instructional videos on how to play Moving Van songs, and by that I mean I stole the idea from Jack Stratton. So, without further ado, here is Contact Points by Moving Van. First thing you're going to do, you're going to set it to an electric piano sound. Like this one? No, that's way too 80s. Maybe this one. Too mellow? That one's got a little bit of brightness to it. That'll work. So, first chord, C major 7, C, E, G, B, and you're just going to take that and you're going to walk it up the keyboard. Let it swell a bit, let it come back down. You're going to turn the volume up on the keyboard a little bit just because it's a little too quiet. There we go. Next chord, B minor 7, B, D, F sharp, and A, and you're going to just walk that up the keyboard. And then back down. And then you can do the same thing with an A major 7, A, C sharp, E, G sharp, and you're just going to walk it up the keyboard and all the way back down again. So then, beat's going to drop, you're going to go into the verse. Here's how the verse goes. First two chords, D major 7, C major 7. Bum, bum. Now these are what I call the Nakamura chords because we stole them from Nakamura by Hiatus Coyote because that's Liam's favorite band. Please don't sue us, Hiatus Coyote. We love you. You do that 3 times. Bum, bum. And you're just going to make it kind of funky. Now that last bit, that was a B minor 7, A major 7 again. They're just part of the groove now. To make the turnaround, you hit that G sharp, walk up the D Lydian scale. That's right, I'm Jacob Collier now. Everything is Lydian. And you do it again. Signal that we're going into the chorus. And the chorus is simple as 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. The bass note's going to hit the 1 of the E and then just walk up 2, 3, 4. F sharp, G sharp, A. The chords are going to hit F sharp minor 7, E over G sharp. You can also make this into a G sharp minor 7, but I feel that I kind of throw that one in later in the song because it feels a bit more impactful at a different time in the song with a different vibe. So I typically at this point am just doing the inverted 1 chord. Now here, this is an A add 9, or add 2, or whatever. Do it again. I just like that riff. And then you're going to walk up again. After the 3rd time, you're then going to go to a B sus 4. Now I like this chord voicing. This is a C sharp minor 11. I used the same one on the bridge on Popcorn, and I used the same one on, I think, On the Rocks. And I think at one point in Supercommuter as well. I like this chord voicing. It's really nice. Basically, you got the open 5th on the bottom, and then you got the 7th of the chord, you double the octave, and the 3rd, and then you have the 4th thrown in there as well. So you get the 7th and the 11th in there. Man, I could go for a slushy. It's kind of hot outside. Anyway. And then you do 2, 5, right? You go to that F sharp minor 7, and then you go to the 5, and for all the world you're setting it up like you're going to go back to E, but no, you go back to D because this next part is the verse. So you just do another one of those. We get into the part of the song where everybody freaks out in the audience because this is the sickest part of the song. This is the solo section. We featured this on our Instagram before. Now here's the chord. It's a D7 sharp 9. So that's your regular D7, but then it's also got the flat 3rd, or you could call it the sharp 9 if you're feeling fancy. This is also known as the Hendrix chord. I stole it from the Funk Guitar Dojo by Louis Zong, which is a great video that gives you sort of an introduction to funk guitar. I didn't really use this chord before, but then he showed it, and I was like, oh, that's sick, and I started using it, and now here we are. And you hit it, and then immediately the bass is going to take a solo. Then you're going to hit it again. Now you're going to take a solo. wasn't my finest solo, but whatever. You make it your own. You hit it again, wait for the guitar to take a solo, and then you hit it a fourth time, drums take a solo. And now we're going to keep it going, all right? Louis Zong said this chord is a spice, you shouldn't use it too much. Well, we're just hanging out on it for like 16 entire bars here. So, you know, maybe I just really like paprika, who knows? Anyway, we're going to keep it going, and this time it's only going to be 2 beats per solo, right? Now on the third one, you're going to do a big glissando. And you're going to land it on D and do this big walk down. First 4 notes. Those are from the Mixolydian scale. You have the flat 7, you have the sharp 6, you have the 5, and then you're going to switch it to the blues scale because we got the flat 5, 4, 3, 1, and then just a turnaround on the pentatonic scale. Now land it in that G7 chord, and you're going to hit the pedal, hold this chord down, and just hammer it. Because this is the guitar solo, this is the climactic moment of the song. There's a 401, and now we're going to the flat 6. We're not even playing in the key anymore, we're just breaking all the rules here. B flat 7. If I reference my college music theory professor, I'd have called this like a German augmented 6 chord or something. I don't really care. This is just a B flat 7. It sounds sick. Let's keep going. Walk that down to a G7, and then you're going to do a 2-5-1 that actually resolves to where you think it's going to. E7, A7 if you want. I usually don't play the 7. And then just a quiet verse, same as the earlier verse. You want to keep it really sensitive here because this is just keys and vocals. You can't let the groove drop though, because it's just you doing the groove at this point. And that means that if you get out of sync, you're going to throw off the vocalist, and that's no good. You want to keep the vocalist in the pocket. Especially if she's very small and can fit in there. Then you can do a quiet chorus. Same deal. At this point, you'll have a little bit of support from the guitar and bass, who come in with some like cool sound effects. So you can be a little looser on the groove. Now here's where something kind of interesting happens. I mentioned earlier about revoicing this chord. Now on the earlier verses, I was just keeping this top note right here on E, but on this one, I actually change it up a little bit. I put the root note at the top on the raised 7th, and then I do parallel 7ths. If Anatole saw me doing that, he would lose his mind. But Anatole's not here, and he's a classical guy, so I don't really care. And so I just walk these 7ths up, and I do parallel 7ths here, and that's kind of sick, honestly. And then here, we end up doing this C sharp minor 7, and using that as an excuse to do a big walk down. And that's just 5-4-3-1 on the E, 5-4-3-1, and then you land on that C sharp. Because again, you're still on the minor 6 chord here. The singer at this point will just kind of let it sit there, right? Let it simmer. And some people might think the song is over. Like, people start applauding at this point. But that's the trick is you fake them out. Because you do your 2-5-1. And for once, we're going to go into another chorus. But this 2-5-1 is still not going to go where you think it's going to, because now we shift the entire chorus up by 2 semitones. We played an F sharp. On that raised key. No, we spent 8 bars in the raised key, and now we're just going to go straight back to a normal verse. And now here's our outro. This is a pretty cool bit as well. That is fifth here, fifth there, fifth there, fifth there, and then just a major 7 chord there. We talked initially about having that just be a bunch of 7 chords, but I was lazy and I didn't want to do that, so I just made it fifths, and I think it works a little better this way because you have a little bit of space to breathe before that big final chord comes in. And that is how you play Contact Points by Moving Van. I hope that made some amount of sense. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, follow, do all the social algorithm following, boosting things that you do all around wherever this video is uploaded. And if you do all of that, then you might be able to see the next time I do this with probably Supercommuter. Thanks. Stick around for live music. Bye.